Hey y'all. Happy Wednesday. Madison, can you turn that down, please? Hey y'all. How are you? How are you? All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so what does intentional mean? Intentional means making conscious decisions about how and why you spend and save, okay? So that is what being intentional with your money is defined as, okay? So you want to make sure that you're aligning your financial behavior with your goals and values, okay? So we're gonna go through, I'm always famous for the acronyms, but we're gonna go through intentional broken down into the different letters of it, okay? So the I is for identify. Okay, so the very first thing that we want to do is identify what our financial values are. Okay, we want to know exactly what the values stand for. Okay, we want to make sure that we are, like I said, was aligning yourself in those values so that it fits exactly who you want to be, or who you want to become. Okay, so I is for identify. Then we have the N. Okay, the N is going to be for nurture. Okay, so we want to nurture a positive mindset. Okay, so in order for you to be intentional, in order for you to complete everything that you want to complete while you are here, is by making sure that your money mindset is on point. Okay, that it is not thinking of negative things, drawing in the negative things, but instead making sure that you are bringing in that abundance, okay? Knowing that you deserve it, understanding the work that you're actually putting in, and making sure that your thoughts and your actions are aligned, okay? Then we have T, which is going to be target. Okay. And target is for targeting your specific financial goals. Okay. So that's the reason why I always tell you to set your goals first, because then you're able to draw up your plan so that it does what it needs to do, the plan does what it needs to do to get you to the goal that you actually want to hit. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are targeting your specific goals, not just the broad goal of I want to get out of debt, but zoning in and knowing how much debt you're in, knowing what debt you want to start with first, knowing what debt is getting the extra money, right? So now you know exactly how to specifically draw up the plan so that it hits that specific goal. Okay. Then we have the E. Okay. The E is eliminate. Okay. So what are we eliminating? We are eliminating the unnecessary things. Okay. So when you hear budget and when you hear people talking about cutting back letting it go altogether, it is because the stuff that you are letting go or cutting back altogether is unnecessary in the moment, okay? Which means that you're just spending money just to spend money. So instead, let's eliminate the unnecessary things so that way we have made more room for the more intentional, the more goals, the more positive things are going to help us hit our actual financial goals. Okay. Then we have the N. Okay. And N is for notice. Okay, so we want to notice everything that is going on within our numbers, within our budget, within what we have going on. Okay, so we want to make sure that as we're becoming intentional, that we're noticing the patterns, that we're noticing the unnecessary spending, that we're noticing the habits that we have, that we're noticing that we are overdoing certain things. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you are becoming aware and actually noticing everything that you have going on right now and everything that's going on during your process of becoming intentional and even after actually becoming intentional. Okay, then we want to transform. So now that we are transforming, we are taking the bad habits and we are replacing them with more intentional actions, okay? So it's okay that we still have put fun and eating out and all of that into our budget, but we are also still being intentional with those. Okay, we're giving those categories a certain amount. We're making sure that we are setting ourselves up for the future. We're making sure that we are paying off the debt and putting money towards savings and making sure that the bills are paid on time. Okay, so we are transforming from the chaos into the calmness. Okay, and the way that you do that is by being intentional and staying on top of everything that you have going on at every single moment. Okay, then we have the I. Okay, the I is for invest. The I is for invest, okay? And this is you investing in you, okay? Invest in you. Pour into you, okay? Because going on this financial journey is going to be tough. It's going to be rough. It's going to be ups. It's going to be downs. But if you invest in you and you make sure that you are always okay and that you are setting yourself up for not only the future but for the now as well, right? We want to make sure that we have a balance between the present and the future, making sure that we are taking care of today and taking care of in the future. Okay, so this is you giving back to you, you investing into you, whatever that looks like. If investing into you means that you have your own savings account and you don't touch that money, then that's investing in you. If investing is you going and putting money into stocks or mutual funds or you flipping a house or whatever that looks like, right? That's investing in you because it's something that you are doing for you. Okay, so just make sure that you are investing in you and your future. Okay, The O, when you're becoming intentional, you also want to become organized. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are organizing your finances, you're organizing your routine, you're organizing every piece of what's going on each and every day. Okay, you have a plan set forth each and every day, and that's why it's important to have your morning routine and your evening routine, because you want to set your day with intentions, and then you want to end your day with intentions and reflections. Okay, so you want to make sure that when you are becoming intentional, and this is exactly what we're learning inside of Routine to Riches. Okay. So, inside of Routine to Riches, we are learning how to become intentional by building our financial routine. Because again, routine is key. When you have your financial routine down packed, that's when you build that consistency. And when you build that consistency, that's when things get done. And when things get done, that's when you start to see an improvement with your financial situation. Okay. So we want to make sure that you are organizing the chaos, okay? Because when you organize the chaos, again, you move into calmness, and calmness is where we want to be. You need a part-time job? Listen, it's nothing wrong with multiple streams of income, okay? All right, then we have the N, okay? The N is for navigate. So when you are becoming intentional, you also want to navigate through the challenges, okay? Because a lot of people who get on their budget, something happens and then they have to use their savings, or they have to add more debt, or whatever it is, and it throws them off their game, and then they just completely give up, okay? But we need to learn how to navigate, because everybody's going to have something come up. Everybody is going to go through something to where it's going to feel like their numbers are rocky or their money is looking funny, right? So you want to make sure that you are navigating through the challenges, and you are preparing yourself ahead of time so that you know exactly what to do if that were to happen, okay? And then you just want to make sure that you have enough cushion, so that way, if something like that you couldn't even think of, like something crazy, something wild happens to you, you're still always prepared. Now you can adjust, do what you need to do, and then you can keep pushing with your plan. Okay. So don't give up, actually give in and move through it, and learn from that lesson. Learn from that lesson, okay? And I say that because a lot of us don't know how to learn from the things that we go through. We think that we're just going through it and it's the worst thing in the world. And no, you can learn from the mistakes, which means that when you rebuild, when you come back, right? You're coming back even stronger than you were before. Okay. So when you're becoming intentional, you need to learn to navigate through the challenges. Then we also have the A. Okay. And we talked about this in the beginning, which is align. Okay. So we want to make sure that we are aligning our actions with our values, okay? Our actions with our plan. So making sure that when you set your plans, when you know the steps, you're actually putting the action behind it, because that's where the change is going to come from. We cannot just hope, wish, and pray that things are going to change. We need to hope, wish, pray, and put the action behind it so that we are able to see the change that we are trying to see. I work a full-time and part-time job to pay down debt. It's sad my full-time pay can't support my regular bills. I'm starting over and have a cash binder like you have. Yeah. And it's really good if you have multiple streams of income, but I wouldn't say that means multiple different jobs, okay? Because there's ways that you can build for passive income. There's ways that you can have your money working for you in the background, and now it's doubling for you or it's tripling for you. So you just want to make sure that you think smart when it comes to the money and how you're getting the money, right? Because we don't just want to have to work 24 hours a day just to make it by, right? We want to still be able to have time to do the things that we want to do. So, Aaron, listen, if you can look into some passive income, I highly suggest that as something that you can also do on the side to bring in even more money that is just working for you in the background. If we have deductions for bills on it, do we count the net and ignore the deductions or calculate all items? What do you mean by deductions for bills in the quotations? What do you mean by that? And then the L, y'all, before I answer, this is for learn. Okay, we want to always continue to learn. So even when you think you know it all, learn some more. It's definitely going to help you in the long run. Okay, you always want to be expanding your capacity. Okay, and when you do that, you learn different avenues, you learn different ways to do it. You may learn easier ways to do it down the road, right? But always learn. Okay, when you think you've learned enough, learn some more, especially when it comes to your finances, because yes, a lot of us did not learn this growing up. A lot of us did not know what to do until we actually sat down and someone was explaining it to us, or we did our own research. So just make sure that you're continuing your education around your money when it comes to you becoming a more intentional person. Well, not bills. I pay Aflac insurance, spending, savings, fun at work, etc. Oh, okay. So when it comes down to your actual budget plan, you're only going to focus on what gets deposited into your account. Now, I would say still write those down like on a side of your paper so that you know, okay, this is how much is going in here. This is how much I should have in this certain thing. So this is how much is going towards my insurance. This is how much is going towards my spending. I mean, my savings, right? So you just want to make sure that you're not including that into the numbers that you're going to be deducting from what's getting deposited, but you still always want to know what you have coming in versus what you have going out. And that's really considered something going out. So just make sure that you have it recorded somewhere, but it's not something that you have to like always have eyes on like you would with the actual breakdown that you're going to do yourself. Yes, you want to make sure that you're only working with your take home pay, because that is the money that you're going to see, that is the money that you're going to disperse. So when it comes to becoming intentional, we need to go through the steps, okay? Again, the I is for identify, that you identifying your financial values, okay? N is for nurture, that is you nurturing a positive mindset at all times, okay? Keep reminding yourself of the positive. Don't focus on what you're lacking, okay? Then we have T is for target, so that you targeting your specific financial goals. So making sure that you know why you're doing this, what you're trying to accomplish, okay? Then we have E. Okay, E is for eliminate. So we want to eliminate all the unnecessary things that we have going on around us, especially the distractions. Okay, the distractions will always take over. You have to be more intentional when it comes to those distractions and the unnecessary things. Okay, the N is for notice. So that is you noticing what you are doing with your money. Okay, noticing the things that are happening, the habits that you have created, right? And just you spending certain certain money, just making sure that you are aware and you notice what's going on at all times. Okay. T is for transform. So this is you transforming from those bad habits into more intentional action. So making sure that you're in control and you're telling your money where it needs to go, and it's beneficial and it's not pulling you back in the wrong direction. Okay. Then we have I. So this is you investing in yourself, investing in your future, making sure that you're setting yourself up now and later for later. Okay. And then we have navigate. So this is you navigating those challenges. So don't be afraid to keep pushing through those challenges, because everybody has them. But when you get through it, you're going to feel so much better on the other side. Okay. And then we have O is for organize. So we are in financial chaos and we need to clean up our mess. Okay. We need to get on our routines. We need to build out our budget plans, and we need to put in the action to follow them. Then we have the N is, I'm sorry. Then we have, did I say the N already? I think so. Then we have A, which is align. Okay. You want to align yourself with everything that everything that you have going for yourself. So align with the actions, align with the values, align with the plan, align with just knowing that you're doing something every single day that's putting you towards the future that you want. Okay. And then we have L, and L is for learn. Never stop learning. Okay. We are intentionally learning new things because there's always space for improvement. All right. So any questions, make sure y'all go out here, y'all become intentional, y'all do what you need to do for your money, you spend time with your finances, and you build that financial routine. Okay. Routine is what we are talking about for the entire month. Routine, routine, routine. Okay. So if you are not on a routine and you need to be on that routine, join Routine to Riches. Okay. Routine to Riches is a 3-day live program where we are going to be talking about becoming more intentional with your routines, building that morning routine, building that night routine, knowing what you're supposed to be doing every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year. And the best time to start is now, because 2025 is right around the corner, and we do not want to bring our financial chaos, our financial mess into the new year. I said notice. Okay, I didn't say navigate. Okay, so navigate is navigating through those challenges. Okay, making sure that you don't give up just because things have been thrown your way. So that is intentional, okay? Build that intentional person, and you will see the change within yourself and within your pockets. As I always leave and say, y'all be budgeted, and I will see y'all next week, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I watch you on TikTok sometimes. I have profit sharing through my full-time job in a time of need. Would it be smart or okay to sell stock to pay bills? I don't really know a lot about stocks. I don't know about selling them. I don't know about getting into them. So I'm not sure. I would do my research. Okay. That goes back to the L in learning. I would definitely do my research on that. Or talk to someone who is actually a professional in the investment area. All right. You are so welcome. Y'all go become intentional, and I will see y'all later.